How supermarkets are designed to empty your wallet. You walk into a supermarket for three things: milk, bread, eggs. You walk out 45 minutes later with a full cart, $60 spent, and a vague sense that something happened in there. But you are not sure what. Here is the answer. Everything that happened was planned. Every aisle, every shelf position, every smell, every light. All of it designed by teams of behavioral scientists to make you spend more than you intended. Supermarkets are not shops. They are carefully engineered behavioral environments. The science behind their design draws from psychology, neuroscience, anthropology, and economics. Every square meter has been studied, tested, and optimized. Not for your convenience, for your spending. Today, we go inside that design. 7 principles. Fully explained. By the end, you will never walk into a supermarket the same way again. Principle 1. The layout. Supermarkets deliberately put the things you need most, milk, bread, eggs, as far away from the entrance as possible, usually at the back, or split across different corners of the store. This is not convenience. It is a forced march through maximum product exposure. Research shows that the longer a shopper spends in a store, the more they spend. Almost perfectly linear. Add 5 minutes of shopping time, and you add a predictable amount of unplanned spending. Supermarkets design their layouts to maximize time in store. Not time efficiently spent, but time exposed to products. The layout also controls flow direction. Most supermarkets route shoppers counterclockwise. Research shows this exposes shoppers to more products on their dominant right side, where they are more likely to grab items. The direction you walk was chosen for you before you arrived. There are no windows or clocks in supermarkets. This is intentional. Without natural light cues or time cues, your brain loses track of how long you have been there. 20 minutes feels like 10. You stay longer. You spend more. Casinos use exactly the same principle, for exactly the same reason. Principle 2. Sensory design. You know that smell when you walk into a supermarket, fresh bread, roasting chicken, warm pastries? That is not a byproduct of the bakery department. In many large supermarkets, those smells are pumped in through ventilation systems, strategically placed to hit you at the entrance. The smell of food activates hunger. Hunger increases spending by up to 30%. Research shows that specific scents dramatically increase time spent in certain aisles and the amount purchased. Lavender near wine increases wine sales. Citrus near vegetables increases vegetable purchases. The scent is not random. It is targeted. Music speed controls shopping speed. Slow music around 60 to 70 beats per minute slows shoppers down. They spend more time in the store. They buy more. Supermarkets play slow music during peak hours. For a reason. Lighting makes products look more appealing. Warm lighting over the bakery bread looks golden and inviting. Cool blue over seafood fish looks fresher than it might actually be. Bright light in produce vegetables glow with vivid color. The lighting you see is costume, not reality. Every sense is being managed simultaneously. Smell, sight, sound, touch, even taste triggered by hunger from the scent. All 5, at the same time, without you noticing. Principle 3. Shelf psychology. Eye level is buy level. Products placed at eye level sell significantly more than identical products at floor level or high on the shelf. This is why premium, high-margin products own the middle shelves. Budget products go low. Children's products go at children's eye level. Shelf, facing the number of times a product faces outward dramatically affects sales. A product with 3 facings sells roughly 3 times more than the same product with 1 facing. Supermarkets charge manufacturers a premium for better shelf positions. The products most visible to you paid the most to be there. The end of the aisle, called the end cap, is the most valuable real estate in the supermarket. Products on end caps sell 4 to 5 times more than the same products mid-aisle. End caps signal sale or special. Even when the product is full price, your brain processes displayed prominently as worth noticing. Even when nothing special is actually going on, willpower is a depleting resource. By the time you reach the checkout after 40 minutes of decisions, your resistance to impulse purchases is significantly lower than when you walked in. Impulse zones are placed at your weakest moments. Principle 4. Pricing psychology. Charm pricing. Prices ending in 99 still works. Your brain reads left to right. It processes the first digit first. $3.99 feels closer to $3 than to $4. Even when you know exactly what is happening. Bulk pricing creates an urge to buy more than you need. 3 for $5 when the individual price is $2 each. You are paying more per unit. But the framing creates urgency and a sense of deal. The word "for" between a number and a price is doing enormous psychological work. Loss leader pricing gets you into the store. Cheap milk, cheap eggs, cheap bread. These are not acts of generosity. They are calculated investments. The supermarket knows the rest of the environment will ensure you buy far more than the loss leader. Principle 5. The checkout zone. By the time you reach the checkout, your brain has made dozens of decisions. Your willpower is depleted, which is why the checkout aisle is lined with chocolate, gum, magazines, and energy drinks. These are not there because the checkout needed filling. They are there because your defenses are lowest. Self-checkout adds a new dimension. Research shows people buy more on self-checkout because the embarrassment filter is removed. No cashier watching your choices. And self-checkout places high-margin items in the scanning zone. At the moment your hands are busiest and your attention is split. The average checkout impulse item has a margin of 40 to 60%. Every centimeter of that checkout belt has been planned. So what do you do with all of this? Shop with your eyes open. Here are 6 strategies that actually work. 1. Written list and budget before you enter. Written lists reduce unplanned purchases by up to 30%. 2. Shop the perimeter first. Produce meat, dairy, bread all around the perimeter. Fill your cart with what you came for before the engineered aisles. 3. Never shop hungry. Hungry shoppers spend an average of 64% more. And it is not just food they overbuy. Hunger activates a general acquisition drive. Eat before you shop. Neuroscience, not willpower. 4. Look high and low on shelves. Eye-level products paid to be there. Budget alternatives are below. This simple habit saves 15 to 20% on every shop. 5. Basket for small trips. Shopping carts have gotten larger every decade deliberately. Larger carts lead to larger purchases. A basket stops the empty cart anchoring effect. 6. The checkout pause. Before items are scanned, look through your cart. Not every item needs to be rejected, but every item should be chosen. Here is the big picture. The average household overspends on groceries by 20 to 30%. On $500 a month, that is up to $150 a month. $1,800 a year. Not because of poor judgment, because of an engineered environment. The people who design these environments are not villains. They are behavioral scientists applying decades of research. Understanding their methods does not make you immune. Nothing does. But it makes you an informed participant. And informed participants make better choices. The goal is simple. Leave with what you chose, not what you were nudged toward. If this changed how you will walk into your next supermarket, subscribe. Every week, we decode one behavioral economics principle that explains why smart people make predictable spending decisions. In plain English, no jargon. See you next Wednesday.